Meanwhile, hundreds are protesting against China. This is happening in a Nepali city called Pokhara. The name may ring a bell. Pokhara is where the Yeti airline flight 691 crashed earlier, killing all 72 people on board. Now the airport this plane was trying to land at has been built by China. Let me first tell you a little bit about it. The Pokhara International Airport was opened in January last year. It was built at a cost of $216 million. China loaned this money. The deal was struck over a decade ago, and a Chinese company was roped in to construct the airport. China CAMC Engineering, it's called. The company is part of the China's state-owned conglomerate, Sinomac. In short, the Pokhara International Airport has Chinese footprint all over it. Once this airport was built, Nepal found itself in a rather unique crisis. Pokhara is Nepal's second largest city after Kathmandu, but international airlines did not line up to buy landing slots at this airport. And why is that? Well, the answer depends on whom you ask. Nepal has the world's most unsafe skies. Most international airlines do not fly to Nepal. They made no exception for Pokhara. Also, for all you know, there was general skepticism around the airport itself. The only international flight that landed in this airport in the first 6 months was a flight from China. The flight was carrying athletes who had come to Nepal for a friendly dragon boat race. The flight was chartered and Chinese officials were paying for it. China had forecast that 280,000 international passengers would be transiting through the Pokhara airport by 2025. How many have arrived till date? We did a quick online search and we could not find any international airline flying to or from this airport. Just a handful of domestic Nepalese airlines with a dangerous safety record. In short, Pokhara International Airport is sitting idle. It is not the kind of revenue that Nepal had expected it to. How will Nepal repay the Chinese loan then? Reports say last year Nepal requested China to change the loan into a grant. Beijing refused. And cut to present, political groups in Nepal are worried that Pokhara may turn into Sri Lanka's Hambantota or worse, Pakistan's Gwadar. These groups claim that China could be using the loan default as a pretext to seize the airport. They may even turn it into a Chinese base. Well, that's a bit far-fetched in the current scenario. The protests point at a growing anti-China sentiment in Nepal, also pointing at the growing anger against China's BRI, Belt and Road Initiative, which happens to be China's President Xi Jinping's dream project. In the year 2017, Nepal joined the BRI, but so far, China has not constructed any project under the BRI in Nepal. The political groups allege the Pokhara airport was part of the BRI. In fact, reports claim that it was a Chinese ambassador who termed the airport as part of Beijing's BRI. China's debt trap through BRI is no secret, and you don't need to look beyond the region to find examples. The Gwadar port in Pakistan was built under BRI. China promised to bring prosperity to Pakistan through this port, but it left Islamabad with a crushing debt. What happened next? China is operating the port, turning it into an offshore base. The people of Nepal fear Pokhara could be next. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.